Hey Braxton, I'm just getting set up. Not building right this second. A couple minutes. You're on Twitch and YouTube. Nice. Hmm. The hell's going on with Facebook? Shit never works with Facebook for some reason. Man, Facebook, what a disaster trying to go live on this shit. It just doesn't work right. I have everything set up, but I can't do it even though it's the time that I'm supposed to. It says live video starting automatically. I already set it to stream software. Your browser's not allowing Live Producer to access your camera. Well, that's because you're stupid. That's why. Because you're automatically choosing the wrong video source. Oh, it is working. I'm tripping. Okay, is there a pop-out chat for Facebook? I think so. I think it's working. My problem is I can't see my whole vertical canvas here. Good enough. Just tweet that I'm going live now. I got a Facebook link. Alright, YouTube. Of course, YouTube doesn't give me a link. Go to my channel. Pull this link. Select an account. Publish. Alright, I think I'm good now. Okay, now if I bring this over here, should be able to see everything. Braxton, I'm leaving it up to you to make sure my audio and everything works. You're going to have to let me know. Okay, get my actual notes over here. Let me get my coffee.
Did you get something new?
My, yeah. I was tired of wearing my headset. My ears are getting hot. You'll feel me. Huh? The audio levels in OBS look good, so see if you can just turn your sound up. At least they did look good. Yeah, they're right where they should be. I think. Alright, you need to get out of here. You. Get going. Okay. Let's lower this workbench a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Let's not keep the coffee next to the computer stuff. Alright, I should be set here. Don't need that. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Ultra durable PCIe armor. Only 2 USB 4 ports, but they also act as display port. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 USB ports. 1 2.5 gig, and then we have Wi-Fi. Let's see, 8-pin at the top, like always. Where's our front panel connectors? Power LED, power switch. Okay, all that stuff's in the normal spot. I do need to look at the manual for this really quick. To see which M.2 slots I can use. It's not in there. Oh. Okay. It's not in here either. I guess I'll just look at the board and figure it out. We'll do that first. I guess this just pops off. And we got three of the ports there. We got one here. 3 of them say Gen 5. I guess that's the PCI button. Oop. Why did that turn off? Oh. I know why. One second. Got a little hot up there. Yeah, it's a nice looking board. It's not bad. It's not a bad looking board at all. I just gotta see if they document on the board which ports I can use here. Because if they don't, I'm gonna have to look it up really quick. I meant to do this earlier, but I didn't have time. This is the AORUS. Elite Wi-Fi 7 ICE. I'll look up the bifurcation. In the meantime, we're going to put the OS on the Gen 5 drive, obviously. Nice looking. Get that started. Probably just going to throw that in the first slot, and then the Gen 4 in the middle slot here that says Gen 4. That's what I'm guessing, and I will confirm in a second. Why does the 990 Pro drive come with a better looking packaging than the Gen 5 one? Don't make no sense. Alright, let's see what they say. Come on. Okay. Specifications, there we go. Storage. One for the CPU, supporting socket 3, M key, blah blah blah. Alright. Yeah, so I was right. This can go here. Why'd they use... If these are both Gen 5, why wouldn't they use the same thermal pad? Why are they using a different one? Kind of weird, no? Is that locked in? Yeah, I guess it is. It doesn't look flat, though. Let's just double check. And also, that one's going to have a top and bottom one. Let's put this thing on. Comes with this thing, but there's nothing to put pressure on the bottom, so that's kind of pointless. I'll leave these other stickers on. And then these have metal tabs that slide into the top of the other drives there. So that is fully seated. Okay. Unimpressed so far, honestly. I would have went with an Asus board, but Braythorn likes what he likes. Hey, Mom. Are you on your phone? Hello, babe. Alright, just waiting for this drive to finish cloning. Almost done. Checking in before going to bed. Thanks for checking in before you go to bed. Very nice of you. Love you. Shout out, Mom. Shout out, Mom and fiance. Okay, this board's the same as all the other ones. The RAM sticker faces towards the CPU. M.2 drive is finished cloning. Throw this guy in there. Where is the actual slot? All the way on the bottom? Braxton, I'm going to leave the stickers and stuff inside the motherboard box so you can put those on your case and stuff if you feel like it, or wherever you want. Take a sip of coffee here. I haven't needed a screwdriver yet. That's pretty good. Can't remember if the fans come pre-installed on this thing. I want to say they do, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to have to take them off anyway, because this case is special. Okay, they do not. Pretty sure that's the one that I need. I need those. And I need these. And I need these. And I need those. No, those ones aren't reverse flow. The other ones are. Those ones, because the radiator is going on top of the case. So it's like a chimney. Starts on the bottom and goes up. Alright, let's finish getting this motherboard prepped. Okay, motherboard's done. I can throw this onto the cooler. Take the Intel one off. Ooh, this white one's really nice. It's much better looking than the black one. It's got like the silver edges and stuff. It's going to match the case perfectly. Alright, pump power. And then a breakout cable for what? Fans? Oh, it's right here. Although these do not use that. These are different. These use a standard 4-pin. And they connect like this. I don't think we're going to need this. I'll hold it on the side anyway. And these I can just throw on. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait until later. Yes, we are. That's the one I gave to her before I came down here. I don't know. She was fine. Alright, I gotta take the case out. I could set the fans up first, actually. Are ya? Where's Willie? Well, she didn't nap today, so. Yeah. All right, let's get this case opened up. Oh god, it's heavy. The other thing I need is my turntable. Gotta get that on here. Oh, this camera fucking turned off on me? Jesus. They really do need to be cooled. No signal. Oh, now we're back. Okay. This thing looks great in white, man. Where's my screwdriver? Had to move all my stuff out of the way. Yeah, it's when this thing is built in, Braxton, it is unbelievable. It is so clean looking. turntable here. I gotta make sure my vertical is looking okay. Sorry. Alright, main reason why I'm here. This guy. Just take this and put it away. With my microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't smell anything though. I got a lot of airflow in here. Well, I needed my camera's overheat. It's dumb. Looks pretty good. Let's get our corner connectors on. Actually, I gotta put the cable on still. Should have done that before. Where's the N? N's over here. Yeah, I typically do this beforehand because it's always a pain in the ass seating this incorrectly. Because if you do it wrong, you can break the cable off or break the tab off, and then you're pissed. Alright, that's all that needs. I can do the rest of the screws. I should actually feed that fan cable up through the top there. So let me loosen these a little bit. Slide this, feed these through. You know, they don't have to go through there. I can just put them through one of these holes. I'll do that instead, just to make sure I don't pinch them when I slide the radiator back. That's what they're there for, I'm pretty sure. Slide these back. Just me in the middle here. Perfect. All right. Not bad. Making some progress. Corner. Okay, well that's covered. Now we're going to cover the screw holes. I love these fans so much. I mean, how sick do these look? Perfect 3-0 pool play from Optic Halo. God, you love to see that. Beautiful. Let's get these stickies off of here. This one doesn't have one. Alright, this is ready to go in. It's going to go in like this. Bring the case back up. Okay, I need to be strategic now because I'm doing these strimmer things. So I might need to think about that first. Let's strategize real quick. I don't have a lot of room. Let's get our 8-pin out. That's not it. That's not it. 2x 8-pin CPU. This is going to be hard. What software do you use to adjust them, and will the fans use the same software? We're going to use Signal RGB. We're going to use a mix, actually, of Signal RGB and what's the other one? Probably fan control. I don't know if you've ever heard of fan control. Signal RGB for all the lights. And fan control for the fan speeds. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. We'll do our best to nail this, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Signal RGB has, I'm gonna have to install L-Connect to give the, to, like, hand it off to Signal RGB. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Lian-Li just makes dog shit software. I honestly don't like their products at all. I only offer the Strimmers because it's, like, the absolute furthest that I'll go for my customers. Because I know some people just really like this stuff. And it's what they want, so I'll do it. But I'm not doing the fans anymore under any circumstances. And the only reason I'm doing this is because the controller's wireless. It's the only reason. If the controller wasn't wireless, I wouldn't offer these. Basically, what I'm saying is the controller is easily replaced. So when it breaks in 3 years, or less, we can just get you a new one. Because it's like guaranteed. Lian-Li stuff just sucks. That's just how I feel. Where's my center one? Can't even see it. Is it underneath the M.2 heatsink? Yeah, it is. Crazy. Look at that. Humanity. Let's go, nerds. Shout out Braithorn. Yeah, I'm not going to stream the configuration of the software and stuff, just because I don't have a capture card for... Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I do. I don't have the cables for it now. I just remembered this Rode Streamer X thing can be used as a capture card. So maybe I could capture the setup. That'd be nice. Alright, motherboard screws are in. The first thing I'm gonna do is get these streamer cables routed. And get these plugged in. So I think I'll route them first and then plug them. That's one side. That's the other. Okay. We are in like a schmlin. And that's probably what that's going to look like. I think the fans are going to make contact, so... It's going to be a tight fit. There's not really any way around it. The fans are probably going to make contact here, and then I just have to work it out after. I'll figure it out. Don't you worry. It's close. That might need an adjustment after shipping, FYI. It's pretty damn close. It's sitting on the fan frame, not on the blades. Honestly, it's got room. It's not as close as I was making it out to be. It's not bad. Let's get this junk thermal paste off. The cooler. Get this thing mounted. If you were wondering, just use an alcohol wipe for this. Clean that cold plate off real nice. Just grab a paper towel to dry that off. I believe this is how we're going. It's a pretty damn easy install. I do have to lay it down though. And I think I'm going to do the 24-pin strimmers after this. Strimer. I don't know what they're actually called. Oh, the other thing I just realized that I forgot is that I need to put the white clip on so it's not black. I'm imagining that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but my mistake. Let's get a flathead bit on the iFixit screwdriver. Let's see if we can't just pry this off. Okay, I pulled it off like this. It has to go back on like that. Probably not the easiest way to do this. Grab some tweezers. Yeah. Yeah, there's a decent amount of room in here for sure. It's not perfect, but it's honestly, Braxton, this case, it's not the best to build in. And, but the good thing is that I've already done all the parts that suck. So. Yeah. So. Take that as you will. We're using Thermal Grizzly Duronaut here. You will not have to change this for a while. I don't know the actual service life on it, like what the spec is, but I know that it's a long time. I would not know. I have not built a rig yet. Yeah. You've probably heard it from me in Braithorn's chat. There's not many systems integrators that have used this case. I think I probably was one of the first, actually. I probably was the first, now that I think about it. I think this is my 8th build in this case. I do like this part being open, though, because I can just come in here like this. I don't have a wall. It's like totally open. It is nice. I do like that. Okay. Hold this steady. Go down diagonally. It's like you're installing a wheel in a car, you know? Okay, I can put these guys on now. I think when Braithorn gets this thing, Braxton, he's going to be talking a lot about, and this is what you get with a boutique builder. It's going to be a whole lot of that kind of talk. Attention to detail. All the other crazy shit he says. Seems like it would be a good case to do a water build. I don't know. I don't think so. There's no place to put a distribution plate. This is Braxton's PC. Braithorn's going to be reviewing it. So I'm sending it to Braithorn first. You're one of the first people to know that. Sometimes, I mean, I guess I kind of forgot that you were here. That was supposed to be a secret. Yeah, I did see him on PC World, yeah. I thought that was pretty neat. He's a good person to have in that kind of stuff. Like, you'd never really see an actual system integrator over there. Because, like, I don't know. I should keep my comments to myself. CPU fan. Yeah, it looked like hell. I checked it out for like a second, and I was like, this looks horrible, and I logged off. It looked. I think the one thing I noticed, the one detail, is that the GPU power cable just looked like hell, like it had been through a war, or reused 16 times or something. I don't know. It was crazy. I was like, what the hell are those guys doing? Those are my exact thoughts. You can just tell, like, when someone just doesn't give a shit. Or, like, you can tell... Alright, maybe I shouldn't say it like that. I think the best way to understand it... Wait. Fan 4 pump. Okay, I put this on the wrong one. This needs to go on pump. And then... I'm pretty sure this one needs to go in CPU fan optional. Or CPU fan option or whatever. Because I think this one is... One of these is for the pump. You know what? I should probably look at this. Let's figure it out. Phanteks typically has a PWM pump. All their stuff is PWM. And if I have a 4-pin connector... That tells me this is probably the pump. And that this fan here is that little guy. But it would also make sense that the pump is not PWM. And that the little fan is the one that's PWM. Because the pump's just going to sit at between 80 to 100% anyway. Yeah, well, I mean, Braithorn's not a fast builder either, you know? He's pretty slow. And he doesn't need to be fast, you know? So it doesn't matter. But like it takes him like 3 hours to put a motherboard in. And that's only because he can't stop talking. It's literally impossible for him. He literally is incapable of not talking. He will just yap and yap and yap, but it's good because normally the stuff he's yapping about is straight to an audience of people that really don't know that much about PCs. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, I'm going with this. This thing is the little fan. And that means that it needs to go on CPU fan optional. CPU fan option. And now I get to tuck all these cables behind. I mean, you guys know, you watch his streams, obviously, he literally can't stop. He can't help himself, and he can't stop. So if he finds an opportunity to yap, bro is gonna yap. He's looking for it. It's like he needs it. Streaming is really just therapy for him, so he can just talk without getting yelled at. He's a good guy. I like him a lot. I went in the wrong way. Backwards. Okay, a lot of cables coming out here. I gotta figure out a way to make these really clean. This is where, I've said this a lot on stream, but this part specifically is what separates the boys from men. Cable management. Not only that, but I got these clear zip ties. And you know what the best part is? You're not gonna be able to see a goddamn thing. Because it's gonna have a case over it. You're literally not going to see this ever. Unless you have to open it for some reason. Let me undo all these zip ties first. Let all this stuff fall out. Okay. So there's not a ton of room to put these through, but it's one of those situations where you have to. So I'm just going to stuff them in there as much as I can. We're kind of tangled down there. See if I can zoom in more so you can see what the hell's going on. So there's these little tiny channels here, and because I know it's gonna look really clean when it's done, but the actual cable management on this case is tough because you only have this much space to work with back here, because it's all of it gets covered. So it's not really a situation where you can like apply pressure to get the back panel on. So you kind of need to be pretty strategic about how you manage the cables in the back. And that's one of the things, probably one of the reasons why a systems integrator would not build in this case, because there's no way to do it quickly. You kind of you have to take your time. So it's tough. So first thing I'm going to do is disconnect this shit, because all my cables are tangled up. And I hate that. I'm going to pull these back out. These ones can go back in because they're the first. The second ones are the actual fan cable, so it's this. And this I really do want to be inside all of these. And then this is for the RGB strip. And oh, that's actually a front panel connector. Okay, so that's for the RGB strip. I can disconnect this for a moment and reconnect it. So this is going to get tucked in. And I'm going to bring this one over here, push it through the top. Screwed myself. Okay. And then this one can go on top of that. Beautiful. And then I'll zip tie all these together when it's done. Okay. Get that untangled. And then we have what? These guys that need to be connected. Which I'm not going to be able to fit under this tab, I don't think. It's a little tight. Maybe. Nice. Okay. This one's a lot longer though, because it has the RGB connector on the other end of it. And then that's front panel, and then this one has to come up. So this I'm just going to connect here. You see how I'm trying to like put everything in this little channel right here? It's because I want it all to be super flat. as flat as possible, basically. I want it to be like even, because then the power cable can just go right on top, and it's not nothing's a big deal at all. So I'm just gonna put this on temporarily. And then I'm just gonna throw a zip tie on there. Okay, so now I know I can do that. Try to stuff these together. Oops, I'm missing one. Gotta cut that. What's up, buddy? At work now, so I watched for a few and followed to show love and support. Got a hook with a big Twitch streamer who's got thousands of eyes on his stream, almost 2 million followers. Helps streamers like you suck my fucking balls. That's what I have to say to that. I wish anyone could come in here with something genuine. That'd be cool. I'm not a Twitch streamer. This is literally just for my customers, bro. I know you're not even listening. You're just a bot. But I'm not doing this to be an entertainer. I do not care about Twitch or streaming at all. I've built PCs for people that have triple the follow count that you just mentioned. Not to have an ego or anything, but I don't care. I'm not in it for the money or the fame. I definitely gotta make money, but not into Twitch for the money. That's what I should have said. Alright. I'm gonna leave that at that. That's gonna look pretty good. I think I'll do one more cable tie up top. Right here, just to clean all these up at once. Starting to make a nice little channel right there. The installing of the parts, Braxton, is the easy part. It's everything else. Some of the stuff you're not going to be able to see. I'll do my best not to hide anything by accident, but... Okay. So this is the RGB strip, I'm pretty sure. Which I'll just connect here. And then I'll just be able to connect that to the RGB port. I plugged in the CPU fan header, right? Yeah. And then one other thing I'm going to do. Those are already kind of tight. I might have to cut those ties real quick. It's pretty stuffed in there. You know what? I wouldn't mind actually putting this on top like this. Okay. Let's put this in the front for now. Figure that out later. Let's get our front panel stuff in. And then I have one more set of fans I have to do stuff for. Okay, so we get USB-C. This has to go up the channel, and where is it? On the side, down here. Interesting. And on the motherboard, it's a right angle. Don't really know how I feel about that, but it's in. So then this guy is completely different. This guy's going right here. What is it called with USB where like you put it in the first time and it's wrong? That's got to be called something. I can't really do anything with this yet. I have to wait. Some more RGB. This is front panel audio. Wrong place. It's got to go here. Look at all these cables. Jesus. I should tie some of these up. Just get these bunched up for now. Work on the finesse later. Okay. RGB headers, where are you on this board? There's one up top, ugly. And then the other ones are on the bottom left. Not ideal. You know what? It'll be fine. Okay. Now I know where I'm going. that's what we want it to look like at the end. Okay, let's do this. Do I have to do the Strimer yet? I don't think so. What I am going to do is redo these guys up top, though, because I forgot about this cable. He did? When did he say that? When has he been live to announce that, even? One of his streams before he went to TwitchCon, you talking about? Didn't even know. That's cool. Yeah, the last one he got from us was the giveaway PC. And this is like a, this is a whole new level, this guy. I'm happy with how it's coming out so far. I'm gonna figure out a way to tuck those cables back there. I want to like tuck them, like, so you can't, literally can't even see them. Like in the hard drive cage or something. I could probably do that, actually. He was on IMYT. What is IMYT? What does that mean? Emit? I still don't know what that means. Are you speaking English? All right. Before I move on with that, I want to get these other fans in. Oh god, they're deep on the shelf. Oh. Oh. So it was like somebody's channel he mentioned that on? Would they like ask if he had plans or something? That's cool. Yeah, I think Bray's YouTube channel is gonna go absolutely crazy for this PC, brother. I'm not gonna lie, it's really just insane. It's gonna be so good looking. These ones are reverse blade. Slide this case back. What did I just drop? Aha! My fan, or my cable cutters. Oh, that was the one. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You should find that clip for me and clip it. I want to see what he said. What time is it? 10:30. I'm making good time here. Yeah, I guess it could go like this. Maybe. Why have I never done it like that before? That's way easier. Silly. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised because she didn't poop today.
She's freaking out, hysterical, crying, sitting up. You would have thought, like, tears. I mean, tears. Gasping for air.
Did it hurt? It must have hurt.
Well, she probably was sitting there for a little bit.
Imagine shitting yourself in your sleep and then you wake up and you're just covered in shit. I'd probably wake up the same way. Oh, poor kid. That's not the right corner. Pull out the Milwaukee for this. The heck did I do with that big screw? There it is. Found the video, I'll clip it and send it to you, but it'll take a minute to find the spot. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you should definitely paying attention to this. My bad, I didn't mean to send you off on a side quest. Man, this thing is crazy looking. I'll tell you that. It's fucking sick. It's so sick. It's so sick. I mean, this is like the epitome of white. Like a white and silver build. Like, I see why Braithorn picked this motherboard now. Because the brushed aluminum pattern on the bottom is the same as the brushed aluminum pattern on the heatsinks. It's not like you're gonna be able to see this. Actually, now that I think about it. But never mind. I'm just yapping. Call me Braithorn 2.0. Still looks good? Yeah, I mean, obviously, this thing looks crazy. Looks insane, actually. Oops. Come on, go in your home. Damn, RGB cable's getting stuck on everything. What am I doing? I'm showing backwards. There we go. What's up, Nesla? Yeah, I don't have my headset on, obviously. I got my new microphone set up. Wireless, boy. Can't even see it on my head. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. That shit looks good. I wish that he picked the 64 gigs of the Trident Z Royal RAM, bro. Because, like, the black kind of sticks out, you know? Almost perfect. Almost perfect. Obviously, it's still going to be great, but... Okay, let's do the 24-pin Strimer. Now, let's see what this comes with. This, I'm assuming, is the controller. It's USB. What are you talking about?
Did you look at this? It's capped. That's why she couldn't get in.
Why would it be capped? Why would I even look at it? Well, no, she finished that milk. No, she finished the milk, but right before that is what I'm saying. This is interesting. I thought this was supposed to be wireless. But here I am with a wire. And one USB header and a fan header? Okay, I'm confused. That'll actually work out perfect. Not gonna lie. Goes in exactly like I wanted it to. Like, literally, exactly. That'll look really sick. Alright, let's disconnect it really quick. And undo these clips. What's going on here? Oh yeah, Lian-Li, thank you for putting this in here. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for making it fucking hard. Alright. Pull this fucking thing out of here. Try to understand what the hell's going on. That goes like that. Oh, I think I had it backwards. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, that's definitely on right now. And I'm pretty sure this goes on like this. It definitely does. There's the clip. This goes underneath there. This will stretch out and clip on. Perfect. I was getting a little worried there for a second. Alright, I should probably try to figure this other thing out really quick. Is this all in Chinese? All of it? Great. Oh, it's not. Okay. Oh, okay, so I don't need the cable that plugs into it. That's good to know. It's optional. I don't know why they would make it optional. But just need this receiver thing. This we're gonna have to keep because it's got stuff in it. Extra stuff. Extra. I put all my corners on, right? Yes. Okay, so we have 2 fan cables connected to headers. I think the RGB's on the left and the fan headers are on the right. Correct. I don't like the way this looks. What the hell? Okay. So RGB and fan. If I go over here, no, my option is to go here and go underneath or on top. Sorry for blowing your eardrums out with a sneeze. That probably woke you up. Good morning. Man, what's happening? Why do I keep doing this wrong? This needs to be tucked away. Stop messing with it. Underneath. Hold in the back. Okay. And then I guess all of it is just going to be connected anyway. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go under. This one's same thing. It's time to sit. Can't see chat anymore, but it'll have to do. No, my lights just went off. This happens every time I stream. It drives me crazy. Let's lower this a bit more. Huh? Oh, I did that backwards. You still with me, Braxton? You're not falling asleep on me over there, are you? That's exactly what I wanted to do too. Look at that. Look, you can't see the bottom really, but it's so clean now because I stuffed all the cables into this hard drive cage that you're never going to use. Okay, let's look at the rest of this stuff. Finish up some of these cable ties. Finish up some of this stuff with cable ties here. Really start. Can really lock in and get to finishing this thing now. I just gotta do another strimmer, which I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I mean, we're looking really, really good. Cable management looks awesome. Looks really good so far, man. Looks really good. All right, let's look at this last strimmer thing. This is the 12-volt high power. put the white stuff on here. I need to also take the graphics card out, so I'll do a little, I'll do an unboxing for you. And I need to check which direction this thing plugs in on, because that's going to determine whether I have to go from the top or bottom. Let me swap these first. I'll give you a little screwdriver to do this, that's cool. Wow, those screws are tiny. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but sorry. This one's pretty complicated. does it come off? Doing good.
I love that. My little Backstreet Boy.
I'll tell you what, this sucks. This sucks to install. Jesus. I just can't tell. First of all, that's, I mean, I think I need to get a couple of these screws in first before I start yapping about anything else. So let's do one. This is not ideal. Dropping these little damn screws. Where did it go? Where did it go? Could bar. Vanished. I could try my trick, which is taking another one and put it on the ground and see if I can match it with my eyes. Did I drop the tiniest screw ever? And it vanished. Where did it go? Is that it? No. Where did you go? You tiny screw. Screw you, tiny screw. I dropped the tiniest screw ever trying to find it. Yeah, I don't know where it went. It's a tiny black screw. Oh, there it is. Ugh. All right. Okay. Got that side in. Got that side in. Perfect. All right, now we're back in action here. Perfect. Okay. Now, how... Oh yeah, we need to look at the graphics card and see what direction, whether we're going top or bottom. I'm hoping we can go bottom because I think bottom looks the best. Yeah, that does feel good when you find it. It's like, never mind. I was gonna say something crazy. Jesus. This damn box is so big. Alright, let me move this PC out of the way really quick. stickers and warranty stuff. A fan. I guess this is for a support bracket that we don't need. Case has one built in. It comes with a badge. That's pretty cool. Comes with the adapter. I don't know. I think the fan is going to make it ugly. I'll put it to the side just in case. I think it's necessary, but there's the card. And that's a behemoth. Jesus. Well, that's huge. Just like we thought it was going to be. Triple slot. Absolute unit. What is this? This is the AORUS Master 5090. In white. Definitely easier to peel than Asus's bullshit. Alright, so what we're looking at here, our main focus is this, the way this power connector is, because that's going to determine... Oh, it's the right way. No way. It's exactly what I wanted. Wow. Aren't we lucky? Well, we would be lucky if this would fucking go in. We'd be really lucky. Come on, fucker. Why don't you want to go in your home? Those two pins are too close. Gonna have to finesse this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that confirms that I have to go underneath. And it looks like I'll have enough to do that. And that's that little screen that you were talking about right here. It is gorgeous. I'll give it to him. It's gorgeous. Alright. Let's put it in the PC. And then figure this cable situation out after. I hope it fits. I don't want to scare you or nothing. But I'm looking at this thing and it looks longer than the fucking case. It should fit. It should fit, no problem. But, Jesus. Yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna fit, but it's also going to be close. Alright, let's get, we need to take 3 of these out for the graphics card, and then another 3, or another 1 at the bottom for the extra USBs. I don't think I'm going to use the included fan. I'll have to check the thermals. I think it's honestly going to kill the vibe. And then probably use I'll look at it. I'll look at it and see. Braxton, I know that Braithorn had me buy that USB card for this. I'm going to advise against using it. If you're going to make this your main rig, which I think you should do, I'm thinking you should just put that in one of your other PCs, because this board has so many USB ports already, it doesn't need more. And also, you're blocking the fans from hitting the GPU. So, I don't know, I think it's kind of silly. Don't you think? Make sure I got all of the stuff off of here. Does look like I did. Let's install this behemoth. And then figure out how we're going to route this cable afterwards. How am I going to do this? I think I might have to put the support bracket in after the install. About as close as it can get. What's going on here? Oh, it might be the wrong screw. What a unit. Oh, fucking wrong one again. Well, actually, they all look the same. at him. Okay, so let's be realistic here.
How am I gonna get this kid up the steps? I'm gonna do it. Just saying. Ugh. Oh, my ass.
Yeah, that'll be fun. God, this turntable is awesome, but sucks at the same time. All right. Now this is going to be the hard part. Figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with this thing, this cable. I was happy before. Yeah, I know it looks good. It looks crazy. I guess this is what I'm gonna have to do. I don't want to do that though. I really don't. I really don't want to do this. Why does this board have an HDMI port on the side? What the hell? Yeah, it looks crazy. I'm just concerned here. Just a little concerned. Could do this. The problem is this is 12-volt high power, and doing any kind of bends is scary. I wonder if I could feed it behind the support bracket into the side. It's gonna be tight, but it looks like I might be able to. I mean, I can't do it like this. It's not gonna work. And there's really nowhere else. There's nowhere else it can go. What time is it? 11 something. 11:40. I usually finish these builds in about 3 hours, so still making good time. Alright, so I think the move here is to take the support bracket back out. Man, that card is heavy as hell. And I think I'm going to attempt to go like this. I might have to take this out first. Actually, is it worth it? I think it's the only way, actually. 'Cause I can't make a crazy angle with this thing. It's just a tad too short. Alright, let's try taking out the USB header. Come on, you fucker. Doesn't want to come out. Come on, man. Jesus. It's way too difficult. Stuff that down there. Get this up here. Really unforgiving. Really unforgiving. I mean, that's a little bit ridiculous. And I wouldn't be able to get the door closed with it like this. And I won't be able to connect the front USB also. Let's see, is there another one? Yeah, there's another one. I could reroute that cable if I had to, but this is not looking good. I don't think I can use this thing. It's putting too much stress on the port on the card too. All right, let's try to replan this. I was afraid this would happen. What I was happy about earlier is actually something which is actually the reason why it won't work. Unfortunately. Is there another solution? Can this get flipped? Let me check the instructions. What the hell would I do with them? I can. Can flip it. I have to be extremely careful when taking this thing apart. I'll tell you that. It was pretty damn difficult, honestly. Okay. I don't want to use this screw. It sucks. Screwdriver. Use my own. Fuck you, Lian-Li. You fucking bastards. For making some bullshit like this. Okay, so this is supposed to be right angle, right? So is it supposed to look like... this? Yeah. It is. Alright, we have successfully flipped it. Putting the screws back in right now. Just gotta put these... Would actually look kind of cool if I could fit it in here. Did this thing come with more bracketry? Change the color of this thing. Alright, I can actually reinstall this support bracket now because I know that. So I just know exactly what's going on now. Alright, so what I'm thinking is that this thing obviously goes in there like that. This is kind of insane of me, but this kind of requires some insanity. I just don't want to bend it too much. I don't like the way it looks when I'm bending it. I know the connector's in all the way, but well, this would be interesting. It would kind of look ridiculous. It's really throwing me for a loop which way I should go. I don't know, Braxton. I'm kind of having a tough time deciding how I want to do this. I just don't know. That one's perfect. It's just the shit. I really don't like the way that looks. It's actually making me uncomfortable. It's also not going to work because the glass won't close. I guess that's okay. I guess that's like an okay thing. And it's a little bit twisted. Either. Fuck. What a pickle. If this bracket wasn't in the way, I wouldn't have an issue at all. But it is, so I do. You'll fail me. Can't even fucking stack them on top of each other if I wanted to. Because these dumb brick fucking things that Lian-Li puts in this shit. Stupid fucking company. How much tension is that pulling on that thing? I don't like that it's not parallel. That might be my only option, though. If I even want to call it that. I might just pull the fucking black things off. I don't... it might close. It's really close. I definitely can't layer them on top of each other. Unless one is pulled more forward than the other. Like this one. Like this. That might be the only thing I can do. It'll probably look cool when it's lit up. But yeah, I guess that's really my only option, and then I have to fucking fit a cable. Fit a goddamn... Fit all the fucking power cables in there somehow. Alright. That's what I'm gonna have to stick with. Only option. Remind me to take the strimmers off these cases. I'm gonna list them as not compatible anymore. I mean, it's a fucking 5090. I'm scared. You know what I mean? I don't want this cable to be tweaked. Good night, humanity. Have a good one. It's like, how much is this really supposed to be? I guess it's allowed. I guess. Let's make the most rigid goddamn fucking cable extensions in the planet. Great. You know what I mean? Is there a cable stay? A cable stay? What does that mean? I don't know what the hell a cable stay is. A plastic piece on the strimmer? That's just to hold the actual wires to the back of the lights. There's no way to make this fucking pretty, I'll tell you that. Do my best, though. I don't think it's worth it. It really depends on your plans. I'll put it in if you're gonna use this for the sim rig. But if you're not gonna use it for a sim rig, I'm recommending against it. So it really depends on what you're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it out. I would, since you have so many other computers, I would just put the put it in a different one. Yeah, that's fine. What are we gonna do? Yeah, this one was gonna be further in. Which means that this guy is going on that side. Can I twist this? Nah, it's not really worth it. Alright. We'll see if it boots. Let me turn my air conditioner off. Just in case there's a 1200 watt fucking power supply, so. Looks like I have an RGB connector I gotta plug in somewhere. Never mind. I actually couldn't tell that the RGB was on because of the fans. The fans have a really cool effect on them. Like the edge of the fans have a thing. But looks pretty badass. Yeah, it sure does. I love the little screen on here. It's so cool. Real question is, can I get the door closed on it? Yeah, it is sick, huh? Alright, well now that I know it turns on. Okay, I see what's going on here. That's why it's twisting so much, is because the plastic connector that goes over the top of the 12VH PWR cable is broken. That's why it's twisting so much. Take a picture of this on both sides. It must have done that when I was finagling with it. Let me show you this, Braxton. Yeah, the plastic actually, the plastic broke. That's really unfortunate after all that work. Jesus. I sent you a message on Discord, Braxton. Now, that thing that you're looking at with the broken connector, it's not the connection to, it's not the power cable. It's the thing that goes around the power cable that holds all this stuff together. Because the power cable is like inside all of this shit here. So I'm gonna have to replace that, unfortunately. I know there was a black one. I don't know if you can see this. Will it affect performance? No. No, it's not. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the actual cable. It's this plastic piece that houses the lights. It's the plastic piece that houses the lights, and this whole piece goes over the top of the connector. So basically, it's not a performance thing, but you spent a lot of money on this computer, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one and replace it. And this is not something that I want you to do yourself, so I'm gonna have to take care of this one. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I'm not gonna meet that deadline for Braithorn next week, I don't think. I'll have to see if Micro Center has them. They probably do. In which case, I can probably go on Sunday. And maybe I can still ship by Monday. Yeah, shit happens. Not much you can do about it. But I do want to see if I'm even going to be able to close this door. Let me see. I am curious. Come on, you. On your hinge. Oof, that's tight, brother. That's fucking tight. What part is it actually hitting? This one? Yeah, that's not happening. Where is it actually? Where is the problem? It looks like it's actually down here. Let's see if I can finagle these cables a little bit. Yeah, these strimmers really killed my vibe. And even if I could close that door? Yeah, it's not gonna close. Strimmers Strimmers are not allowing me to do anything here. They're too fucking the connectors on the back are just too fat. Would you like to use different strimmers? I mean, I could use I can use like custom cable mod cables for this instead of the strimmers. I think the reality here is just that the strimmers just aren't compatible with this case. Well, maybe just not all of them at once. See, the main issue here is that I'm not able to use the stock, like the regular, the designated pathway for the 24 pin or the 12 volt high power, because it's supposed to go in here, like it has a channel for it. And instead of using that, because these bricks are so fat and they just don't really fit, like I can't fit them together. I could try to mess with this a little bit, but regardless, I have to replace the one anyway. So that's really unfortunate, man. Gotta be really careful here. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's, you can kind of see a close up. The break. It's right there. Yeah, like there's really no flexibility here with these. Best case scenario, I could connect it here and then twist this down into this channel like this. In order to get it to fit. Which was my original goal, because I wasn't planning to have the 12 volt high power one come down that way. So like it should close with just that one. So that would work. But the issue is, like, unless I mean, it's just so, this thing is just so fat right at the end. It doesn't fit anywhere. What I could try to do is, just for a goof, try this one more time. There's only one problem with trying something like this, and that is that it's going to be ugly. But I could probably get this 12-volt high power cable to go in through this channel like this. Try to hide. Come here, you fucker. And try to like just hide this behind the graphics card. Sort of. And then just stuff that down into the same channel as this guy. I know, but it's just being able to close that freaking door. The problem is, Braxton, you'll see what I'm talking about with that in a second. I'll show you. So this comes up here. I think this is still. When the I'll show you. You can tell me how you feel about it after if I can manage to get this shit closed. I think I have a much better chance at closing it now. My thing was I was trying to get the black part. I was trying to hide that. So it closes, but it's such a minimal thing. But do you see this? It personally drives me fucking crazy that I can see it. I mean, it literally is so ugly to me. I'm going to put the whole case back together and let you make a decision. Alright, just give me a minute. This is the 90-degree end Strimer. Oh, you're talking about on both ends? I mean, a fucking giant brick at the end of the cable would not be fucking ideal. Like, can they just not do a goddamn giant brick, or what? It's just stupid. Oh, I gotta take this back out. Talking about what I just did is the best solution? I think it's the only possible way to do it. I don't think you can do it any other way. Which is just stupid. I don't think this back panel's on right. No, it's fine. Never mind. I think it actually looks pretty sick. There's no way it can fit any other way. This is the only possible solution. Before, I tried having it go underneath, but I couldn't get the brick to fit through. The card is fucking... It's super sick. So, like, I'm trying to see it from this angle. Can't really see it. No, Braxton, I think it's acceptable the way that it is right now. And honestly, it's up to you whether you want me to replace the plastic piece on the strimmer. It's not going to affect any performance or anything. I guarantee Braythorn says something when we send it to him, though. Which would suck. And it's not something I want you attempting to fix by yourself. So I could replace it. I could replace the strimmer and just do the same configuration I did right now. Honestly, I don't know if there's even a guarantee that it's not going to break again. Now that I think about it. Why wouldn't it break again? I'm not sure what the answer is here. It's not my build, it's your build. I didn't build this for me. I want you to be happy. It doesn't matter what I think. My professional opinion, it's going to be fine. But you paid a lot of money, so it's really not my decision. It's not under as much tension with the cable how it is now. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it still looks really good, even from this angle. Just get a new cable. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think it looks fucking sick, actually. I would put this on the dining room table as a fucking showpiece instead of a vase with flowers in it. That thing is badass, brother. God damn. Shit. That thing is fucking crazy. Dude, I mean, if this were my build, I would have taken the fucking strimmer out back and cut it in half with a saw and sent it to Lian-Li and told them to go fuck themselves. Those fucking bastards, I hate them so much. This is a cool product. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. But like I feel like it's not even slightly user friendly. it's kind of just like the whole time I was working with those, I just felt like they were telling me to go fuck myself. They're like, yeah, you bastard, you fucking like it when we fuck you. That's like how I feel about them. Yeah, you fucking like it, don't you? Yeah. All right, Braxton, what are we doing? Post it and send it. Post what? What am I posting? And what am I sending? You want me to go pick you up a new cable and try to listen? There's no guarantee that it's not going to break again, but I'll do it. I'll do it if you want me to. Listen, all I need is a fucking excuse to go to Micro Center and spend another $5,000 and shit I don't need. So if you want me to go there and empty my wallet, shit. You don't want me to replace it? Yeah, I think I'm going to. Yeah, I know, but the thing is I have to protect you from yourself. That's the reality. You're seeing this thing and you're like, holy shit, I can't wait to get my hands on it. But like, I'll tell you what. I'll check Micro Center's inventory and I'll see if they have one. If they have one, I'll run over there on Sunday and I'll replace it. And if they don't, then I'll let you know and I'll just say like we're just gonna send it as is. For sure, Braithorn's saying something about this, and I know he's gonna say it was $7,000. You should have just replaced it. You shouldn't even have left it up to them. And then I'm gonna say, yeah, but like we made the decision together, you know? It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So let me do my due diligence, and I'll check Micro Center and Patterson, and if I can get one tomorrow or on Sunday, I'll get one. All right, and I'll keep you posted about what it looks like, what we're gonna do, and I'll finish it up on Sunday. All right. You think this thing's gonna trip a breaker? I got my 4090 PC over here. I got a 5090 plugged into a. Oh, jeez. Could trip a breaker. It's pretty badass, though. Pretty damn badass. All right. I'm probably. I can't stay up too late because I got a whole bunch of shit to do in the morning. I didn't expect it to take me this long. I was thinking like 2.5 hours, but I underestimated the streamers, so all good. Dude, I'm looking. You should. This thing in person is insane looking. By the way. I mean, for fuck's sake. Whew. Just wait until I get all the RGB synced up. Oh man. Well, there's pro mod to be played. What do you want me to say? Look at the clearance on the card. That's about. It's like 3/4 of an inch, I think. I mean, that's fitment right there. I mean, these bottom fans are blowing straight into the thing. And I mean, it's a pretty straight through design there. You know? So what I'm gonna do is when I set the fan curve up, I'm probably gonna set the bottom ones to a minimum of like 50%. We'll see. I'll have to do some testing, but I'm assuming I'm gonna be running the bottom fans much faster than the rest of them. Alrighty, I'm gonna end stream. This was fun, challenging, really challenging. I think I need to increase the prices on streamers because, just for the amount of time it takes to install them, it's just fucking insane. Alrighty, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy you stayed through the whole thing too. It means a lot. I'm glad you like it. Thing's sick. All right, buddy. I'll be in touch. I'll let you know what I'm gonna do on Sunday. I'll check Micro Center's inventory, and I'll head over there if I gotta. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Where's my mouse? OBS is over here. Okay, stop streaming.